Hello people, in this video we are looking at this book, Undergraduate's Manual for Clinical Cases in Obstetrics and Gynecology, with embedded videos. Where are the videos? Okay. Let's look inside. Now let's look at the contents. So all the obstetric cases: anemia, hypertension in pregnancy, prolonged pregnancy, postterm, pregnancy following cesarean section, heart disease complicating pregnancy, malpresentations, multiple pregnancies, twins, triplets, Rh negative pregnancy, isoimmunization, cephalopelvic disproportion, CPD, diabetes complicating pregnancy, recurrent pregnancy loss, fetal growth restriction, IUGR, that is right. IUGR. Then normal puerperium postnatal care. So you may have to take a case of normal puerperium, isn't it? Then Viva OC questions. Now moving on to the gynecological cases. So here you have vaginal discharge, AUB, that's abnormal uterine bleeding. Case of genital prolapse, uterine prolapse, fibroid uterus, cancer cervix, how to do pap smear, case of infertility, amenorrhea, primary, secondary, ovarian tumors, guys, then postmenopausal bleeding, PV, urinary incontinence, and Viva OC in gynecology. Looks nice, right? Now let's look at some images here and there. Stages of labor, guys. The first stage of labor is from the onset of true labor pains till the full cervical dilatation. That is the first stage. Second stage is full dilatation of the cervix to the delivery of the fetus or fetuses. And third stage of labor is the delivery of the placenta. And the fourth stage is the observation, 1 hour of observation. Here they have written 2 hours, but anyways, 1 hour of observation you can see, right? We are randomly looking here and there in this book. Okay. So if the person has hypertension in pregnancy, how will you treat it? So antihypertensive drugs used in pregnancy: levotalol, nifedipine, alpha-methyl dopa. So what is levotalol? Beta blocker. Okay. Nifedipine, calcium channel blocker. And alpha-methyl dopa is some central acting agent, looks like. So all these you can give in pregnancy. But you should not give beta blocker in asthma, that you know, right? And you should not give calcium channel blocker in unstable angina pectoris or LVF, left ventricular failure. So you should ask the patient has any history of heart disease, then only you can give. If they don't have, then only you can give nifedipine. If they don't have asthma or congestive cardiac failure, then only you can give levotalol, looks like. And when can you give this alpha-methyl dopa? Only when they don't have history of any central nervous system problems like depression, Parkinson's symptoms, angina, chronic heart failure. So some heart symptoms also are there here. Okay. So you understood the antihypertensive drugs used in pregnancy. But if it is a hypertensive crisis, levotalol, hydralazine. That's the only thing extra there, right? Levotalol, you know. Nice book with a lot of information, guys. At the end of every chapter, what is there? Let us see. There are some key points. Like this chapter is prolonged, that is post-term pregnancy. So basically, what is post-term pregnancy? Continuing beyond 42 weeks, factor leading to it, right? Early assessment of gestational age by dating scan can reduce the incidence. You should know the exact estimated delivery date, isn't it, guys? Focus. What are we looking at? We're looking at this book, Clinical Cases in Obstetrics and Gynecology. We're looking at the obstetric parts as of now. So at the end of this book, at the end of every chapter, you have key points here. They are saying how will you manage a post-term pregnancy, You can do ARM, isn't it, if the cervix is favorable. So this is all induction of labor, right? Then let's move on. Case of pregnancy following cesarean section. So this is a case of heart disease complicating pregnancy. What is this here they are telling you? Are you able to see, guys? They are rotating the baby. See here, it's breech presentation. They turned it and made it a cephalic presentation. This is external version to turn breech. This is an external version. From outside they're turning the baby, right? Case of multiple pregnancy case discussion. Now look at the Viva questions from obstetrics, guys. I kind of like this book so far. So let's ask you this doesn't look like Viva questions. Now wait. These are not at all question and answers. This is more of theory. Okay. What is this thing? Sponge holding what is this? Hegar's dilators. Okay. So some spotters for you here. Here they have some ultrasound photos. Look at this. This is the lambda sign, twin peak sign, right? That means that is dichorionic, diamniotic. And what is this here that you see here? I see a baby here and something here and some membrane here. So is this and this separate and this is a T sign? Yes, it's a T sign. Very good. Okay, now let's move on to gynecology part. Okay, what do you say, people? So what is this that they are showing here? They're lifting her legs up. I think she has what problem? Does she have dorsal recumbent position? Why are they doing this? This is for gynecological examination. But normally what we see is this one, right? A lithotomy position. How is it different? See here the legs are slightly wide apart. And here the legs are not that apart actually. Now let us look at some instruments from gynecology. Let's look at something, this one. What is this? Look at this gap here in the front, which can hold like a pipe. Yeah. Babcock's forceps. Look at some gynecological ultrasound. This is X-ray, isn't it? HCG, hysterosalpingography. What do you see here? The spillage on both sides I'm seeing. So this is normal. The tubes are patent, right? HCG shows free spill. Okay, that's normal. So we have looked at this cute book, Clinical Cases in Obstetrics and Gynecology. I didn't find any videos. No idea where they are. You have to search for them somewhere in the e-books or something. See here? E-book. Okay, anyways, that's it for now, guys, in this video. Hope you have learned something. Bye-bye.